Wait, isn't that a counting D20 for Magic the Gathering? Don't you have like a real D20?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Let's determine by trial by combat. I saw that as an option in the frickin' in the rules.
I'm not fighting a Marine.
Oh, thank God.
Wow, we're stupid.
All right, 14.
I'm also a civilian.
This is like a personal problem.
Yeah. 11. All right. Then I guess I'm gonna go first. So draw phase, get 5.
Are you ready over there?
Drop 5, man.
Somewhat. It'll be fine.
I forgot to ask.
It's fine.
Okay.
You started.
Yeah. No, I was just saying that the table's flimsy. It's shaking.
Yeah. Try not to bounce your legs.
Player resets their pool to 3.
Yeah, this during the refresh. Yeah. There's a missing one on the field.
Okay. And then respawns fallen units on available respawn tiles.
These are your respawn tiles. So
Oh, those 4?
Yeah. So
Okay.
your units are here.
Yep.
Sorry.
So I can
Probably should've gone over
respawn
this.
4. I can respawn the 4 to there.
Yep.
All right.
So you get 4 units too.
All right.
His are
Oh.
his are the giants right there. Sorry, guys.
All right. Then,
My apologies.
all right. Action phase. So I go first. Then trail buildings. Then can I go into buildings? Yes.
You can go in, but if you go in one,
Mm-hmm.
so all orthogonal movement,
Yep.
and you have to discard a card for every building space you enter if you're not part of that race.
Oh, okay. Then
He's fish.
red.
Red's building.
Yep. Then 1, 2, and 3 entering
You get to orient that however you want,
kick ass works for me.
and then he's gonna place some tokens on your field.
Yep.
What's this at this point? I'm sorry. He said, yeah, it goes to the energy Sorry.
It's okay.
Then 1, 2.
Okay. There you go. Orient it how you like.
2, 3. Alright. Ooh, actually, knowing that. I have to discard
Yeah, the
a
order
card.
of operations of
Fine.
this is you tell him that you're gonna enter that space.
Yep. Okay.
I'll reveal it. You orient it, then he'll put the stuff on there, and then you move.
Okay.
Yep.
Entering this one. Fantastic.
Is that?
Alright. So 1, 2, and 3. And last one. Fantastic.
So we went back to the deck style
Stop this again.
Alright.
for the
1,
tiles.
2,
For now. We were talking about doing scrying,
And-
but yeah.
3. Then.
Everybody wants the deck.
Oh, wait.
They feel like it's more exploring even though it's the same. Which is fine.
That one? I just get one?
So you have to pay 2 energy. This is your shield tokens, so
Yep.
it's not part of your energy.
Oh.
That people have to hit your base a number of times that you have a shield token to get into your base.
Okay.
So yeah, you use your energy to
So,
use spells again.
these two? Alright.
And it'll be
Then,
exhausted until your next turn.
Cards at any
alright, then I'm gonna do that. Get one more of these guys.
He can't do it before his first turn.
One in the circle.
That was a
Yep.
issue we ran into.
That's a
Then
new one.
Yep, that is a new roll.
one,
So
I
you
have
have
to
somebody
discard a
populate 40
card,
units or 45
so discard a card, and do I have to discard a second card moving into another? Okay. Fine with me. And then I get another one of these.
Now you have 3 energy.
Fantastic. All right. That'll be it for me then.
Good.
I'll enter this space.
Is it this one?
Yep. So that is 1, 2, and I'll stop at 3 right there. And then I'll enter this space.
Right there. No, let him orient it first.
Oh. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Energy. Another shield. I'll discard this card. And I will enter this one. One, two, three. And then I will enter this one. One, two, three. And then, I can. Okay. Do I get a respawn anymore?
So populate is in your hand,
Alright.
or in your deck, and you can cast populate anytime to get another unit on the board.
Alright.
Respawn happens after a unit falls and it comes back to your turn.
Okay, I'll use populate. I have here.
You have 2 wasted. Well, actually, you casted that one this turn too.
Oh no, I discarded that.
Okay, so you have 2 wasted. You have 1 remaining
Alright.
to cast cards.
And then I will move this one. 1, 2, 3. And then I will use my passive to add a gear. What is gear?
Your gear is these. So you make your units have +1 defense, +1 attack, or +1 move, depending on where this is located, and you have to do it during your refresh phase. Which you passed already, but going forward, just make sure you do it before the refresh phase. You can
Alright.
select right now. No, it's not a roll.
Oh.
It's
You
1,
just
2, or
select
3.
it.
Yeah, you select it.
I'll do
Whose thing
3.
is this?
Okay. And that'll be the end of my turn.
All right.
I just don't want to collect someone's
I got a
shit.
question with this one. For the passive, it says when standing on water tiles +1 movement. So does that mean when it's standing at the beginning of the turn, or when, like, anytime I enter one?
Whenever you start or stop movement.
Okay, so that means he's at 4 then. But first,
I think that also applies to your ability now as well.
3.
So you have to be starting or stopping.
On Bedrock, which only one of mine has.
I get these back. Then I can get 1, 2, 3, 4. After that, so he has 4 movement, so 1, 2, 3.
So this is a mine.
Okay.
So with that, that'll stay on the board.
Alright.
You have to discard up to 3 power worth of cards.
Okay.
So it's 3 ones, a 2 and a 1, or a 3.
Alright. 3, and then 4. And then for this guy, that was there. I will.
How did you summon for?
Hmm?
How did you summon for me?
Oh, you don't. The refresh is you respawn ones that fell.
Oh, okay. I thought it was.
So if they haven't fallen yet,
Okay.
like if one of these die, then you get another one.
Okay. Or the populate
Yep.
card. Alright.
One of
That makes more sense.
Yep.
I was wondering because I was like, fuck it.
I thought you were watching.
So
I'm watching
1,
a lot of things.
2. Oh, that's another mine. So discard another 3.
Up to 3 power.
Yep. Do I have to or no?
If you don't, then he'll die, and then you can respawn him onto unoccupied circle at the beginning of your turn.
Yeah, I'm not gonna respawn that guy. So 1 needs to be respawned. Then 1. God damn it. Okay. Gonna move into this tile.
Okay.
That
Do I still have to discard 1? Alright. Alright, so 1, 2, and then 3. Then 1, 2. God! Alright. That's gonna be it for my turn. Because I just blew up 3 of my people, apparently. Because I have mines everywhere.
Blame him.
Hey,
I'll blame
I did
him.
it at random. You've been hit by, you've been struck by mine.
I'm going to.
Basically. I mean, shit almighty, I've got 4 of them right there.
Yeah. I'm gonna play this one to allow my character to move diagonally.
Should have joined DOD.
1, 2. I'll enter this one.
Stetson's asking how long we're gonna be here.
And then 3.
Center closes at 5.
8.
I
Closes
can
at 8
move
today.
4.
Thursday.
We went back to that because I thought we stopped doing that.
And then
No, we've
diagonally.
always done.
No, they were actually
And then 4.
they actually said
Mine.
they were to stop. I don't know if they
Oh,
changed their
okay.
mind, but all right. So
We'll keep
Closes
him
at
in
8.
separate piles because he can respawn at the
okay.
beginning of your next turn.
we won't stay later than 8,
Did you move diagonal?
but
Yeah.
we'll try to end at 5.
Yes, he can.
Yeah, I
he
can.
played a card.
Oh, I didn't know.
He says he's done with whatever the hell he was doing.
I was watching.
Sorry.
And then I will move up into this space.
Okay.
Just trying to make sure. Just trying to make sure.
Okay. 1, 2, and I'll move over to this one for 3.
You're all scared now.
Don't need to be. All the mines are already on the field,
Well, I also get more movement. If
and they're
I
all
land
on my
that
side.
one. I'll move to this space. Okay. One, two,
Mine.
3.
He did not, he got lucky.
Alright, I have 2 more I can move. I will go to this space. This one.
Space.
By the way, you were the last person to modify it last night.
Okay.
One,
Just because you
two,
said someone
3.
hit.
Okay.
Just letting you know.
It's fine.
Okay. Alright. 1, 2, 3. And that is my turn.
All right. Alright, I'm going to use 1 plus 1 speed for him.
Don't forget to repeat the back there.
Yep.
Respawn.
Oh,
And
that's right.
refresh your energy.
Already did the refresh, actually. Right there. So, then I'm going to move to this space. Alright. So, 1, 2, 3. Oh, thank God. And then 4. God damn it. Alright. Sorry, Cletus. Alright, then. So he gets +1 moving into this space here. Sorry. So I gotta toss 1. 1, 2, 3. Thank God. And then 4. And 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then that is going to be it for me.
Okay. Refresh. I have him. 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Mine is dead. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Demands.
The mine. Okay.
Happy 5th birthday, Timmy. Get back down
I'll
that
move
coal
down
mine.
here first.
So he just decided to choose. He made a choice.
Alright, 1, 2, back up to 3.
Trying to do something.
That's okay.
Okay.
I get it.
I'll move into this space. I know.
Yeah.
And I will discard this one.
Alright.
And then, oh, I went this way, hit a mine, and then kill that. I'll go into this space. Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Man, whoever built these roads is fucking batshit crazy.
And
I mean, this road just goes off into oblivion. That road goes off into oblivion.
You built them.
that is my turn.
That sounds about right. Alright, then get that back. 1, 2. Get one guy back.
So I went, yeah.
He only discarded one. You don't have to get a die. Because he entered this space. That wasn't his.
Alright. I'm gonna go into this space.
Deal.
So, 1, 2, 3.
No.
Nope, sorry, forgot. Alright, so 1. Oh, thank God, not a mine. 2, and then 3. Then I'm gonna go into this space. Yay! God. Finally, some fucking water. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Son of a bitch to the mines. And 1, 2, 3, 4. And gonna go into this space here.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3. Question, does this count as a Terramorph card?
Yes.
Okay.
Or no. Sorry.
So-
This is. No, this is not.
Okay, fantastic.
Terra Draw is a Terramorph card.
Okay, fantastic. I'm going to use 2 Terra Swap and 2 adjacent tiles. Are these considered adjacent?
Orthogonally.
Okay, well. Then that's gonna be it for me.
Okay. I revive these 2.
To the mines.
Draw a card. Okay. And then I will enter this one.
All tiles.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3. I'll enter this one.
Yeah, what time is it?
One, 2. Drop down 3.
The mines.
I will get rid of the card. cards. Take 3. Where do I place them? If I got.
You
I
land
moved
on
down.
a 9,
Yeah.
and you discard it.
Yep.
It stays there.
Okay.
You can continue your movement, but otherwise, if you have movement left over.
No, that was it for that movement. I'll move up to this tile. One, 2, 3, 4. And then 2 more. I will go up into this tile. One, 2. I'll take that. And then 1, 2, 3. And that'll be my turn.
Alright. So back from the mines. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I'm gonna enter this space here. One, 2, 3, 4. Oh, thank God. Not the mines yet. 1, 2. I'm gonna enter this space here. And
Is that how you want it?
that way. 3. Then 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And that'll be it for me.
Revive him. I'll enter this space. Yeah, this one. Perfect. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll enter this space. One, 2, 3, 4. One, 2.
Tokens.
I'll kill off that.
Yeah, I told you would.
Um,
Can you give a check rounds?
one. 2. And then for these side bases, can we enter them? 3, 4. Then I will move this one. 1, 2, 3. And that'll be my turn.
Alright. For these castles here, can we take them as well, or do we have to attack them?
They're worth 4 victory points.
Okay. 1, 2, taken.
So you get the castle. That'll be worth 4 victory points at the end. Fantastic.
And then 4. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3. I'm gonna enter this space. So first one. 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to discard 2 cards, so I can do 1, 2, 3. Then that's all my movement. So that's it for me.
Respawn. I will discard a card, go in here, claim that one. So, that was right there. Yeah. Was I right here?
You were on the circle.
Ah, 1, 2, and then 3 to get right back there. This one can move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one is 3. 1, 2. And 3.
You don't need to use all of your movement in a turn.
Okay.
So,
So,
And then
did we change anything?
yes.
Oh, yeah. Or just the cards?
this one.
Did you get rid of the other cards, the other board pieces?
What do you mean?
The ones that were white on the back.
I got rid of the ones that have the wrong colors. I got rid of the extra ones because they have the wrong color on them, and nobody liked the tiles he made. So I just removed them.
That's
I remember that they had the wrong ground. I was gonna add
Alright.
yours, but
No, I just
it was
wanted.
very confusing for players.
Well, I was gonna say the I didn't like. There's some that I ended up liking more than others. So
Yeah, we'll get to that. We'll come to that after this.
Alright. Then I'm gonna enter this space.
Okay.
Alright. 1, 2, 3. Then 1, 2. Weapon upgrade. And then I'm going to attack that guy.
Okay.
So
Alright, so dice, you get a kill. You kill
Okay.
counter.
Okay.
and 3. 1, 2, 3.
So now that I just realized you guys
1, 2,
haven't
3.
used your active, so do you
Yep.
guys not know how to use it?
No,
I'm assuming?
I read through the thing. I know how to use it. I haven't chosen to use it yet.
How do we use our active?
You flip this to use your active. You can only use it once per turn. Yep.
That's gonna be it for me.
Respawn again.
It's okay.
Oh yeah, I was just moving. I was just moving so you can see. One. Two. 3. I'll stop right there. One, 2, 3. One, 2, 3. One, 2, 3. One, 2.
Yes.
Three.
Yes, we have.
4.
The guy at the front desk has never seen it before, so I was like, fuck it, we're gonna watch this.
I watched all of them in one sitting when I was in Iraq. So, yeah, that kind of deal.
You're done? No.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and use populate. Then 1 son of a bitch to the mines. 1, 2, 3.
Always in a rush to blow up.
Hmm?
Is that always in a rush to blow up?
Alright, 1, 2, and then going to attack.
Okay. You have to get a defense higher than his attack to not die. So
Can I use my active? I'll use my active to get a +2 to mine. So that's a +5. Or a
Okay.
5.
Alright. Then after that. One, 2, 3. Flanking tactics. Operate diagonally. I'm gonna attack.
he has it until the end of turn, just so you know.
So what?
He has it until the end of turn on that one.
Oh, okay.
Just so you know.
Then instead, I'm gonna. One. And then I'm gonna enter this space.
Okay, this is the last turret time.
Alright.
So you know it's been about 40 minutes.
1, 2.
Yeah, we're
Ooh,
about,
a 5.
about on the last
Yeah,
turn.
we ran out
Yeah,
of time.
but I'm just if you want to extend it out to see how long it goes or whatever.
Alright, and then.
No, because I'm sure he had plans.
Whatever.
That's gonna be it for me.
1. One, 2. Two. And I'll go up for 3. One, 2, 3, 4. I'll go up 1. Pay that card. And then I can attack diagonally, right?
Yep. And abilities refresh during the refresh phase.
Okay.
Okay. So I would get my active again? Okay. Sure. I'll use the active to give me a +2 to my attack, and I'll attack his person.
So he has a 5 attack.
Did he play the diagonal first?
You played diagonal.
Which one are you
right?
attacking?
What?
You played the diagonal thing, right?
No.
Oh, you can't. You only attack diagonally if you play that card.
Oh. Okay.
Sorry, misunderstood what you said.
Yeah.
You can take your active back
Oh.
because I misled you.
Oh.
Unless you're gonna continue attacking.
Yeah, I'll just move over. And I'll attack.
Alright. You go away.
That's 2. So then I can move up for 3. And then one, 2, 3. And then I will attack his unit right there.
Good.
Armor upgrade, +1 to defense.
Counter card.
Alright.
And then
They switched the movie, you.
Huh?
that
it though?
is my turn.
The credits aren't over yet.
Alright.
So there's this round, and then there's one more.
Okay. These back. 1, 2, 3. Then 1, 2, 3. And 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And I'm gonna use my active. Hand me your hand. What you got? Let's use one card you find and then put it in their discard. So do I have to use it now or can I use it whenever?
No, you have to use it now.
No, well.
I mean, you can use it and put it in his discard.
Okay, well.
Now he can't use it.
Fuck your hand. And that's gonna be it for me then.
Well, it's a counter card. You can't counter a card. There's no card to be countered.
He doesn't have any cards to count.
Yeah.
Counter anymore now.
Yep.
My turn.
He doesn't have cards.
He doesn't have no cards.
Yeah.
I would not expect him to be great.
4, 5. I get this back.
Not just play Beast Wolf.
Okay.
Populate.
Yeah, the beast will kind of just win. That's why I didn't let you guys pick him.
3.
This is the last turn, by the way.
3,
Well,
4.
he went first, so it will be the last turn.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
No, he's gonna get one more turn.
He's
Yeah.
finishing. He's finishing
So it's
around.
getting
You're
close.
gonna
Yeah.
have one more turn.
He's finishing around the 11.
You know what I'm saying is it's getting down to the wire.
Yep.
Yep.
Are we still on
Well,
12?
maybe we should have worded better.
10.
1,
Is that-
2.
What is it?
I'll
Storm?
use
Thunder?
my
Yeah, that was thunder.
Sounds weird to me.
what's it called?
It's a noise machine. It's
Active.
bad.
Alright.
To give a +2,
Okay.
and I will attack him.
Alright.
Noise machine. Pressing buttons.
3. And that's my turn.
Okay. Then respawn, refresh, refresh. So 1, 1, 2. I'm going to attack.
I'll cast
Counter.
Okay. Can I counter attack?
Yeah. Or, well, you could, so counter attack is to stop it from attacking.
Okay.
Counter card is to stop him from using a card. So, yeah, you can use a counter attack to stop him from attacking.
Okay.
But yeah, just to specify.
I mean, if you
English
attack
speaking, I'm
again,
thinker.
Yeah.
Okay.
Always in.
1. Flanking tactics. Attack again.
Okay.
amazing.
Then 2 and 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. Question.
Hmm.
The active doesn't say I have to use my own mana.
You don't use your mana to cast his spells.
Oh, shit.
You use the active to cast one of his spells.
Oh, well, fuck it. Hand me that hand.
Just do it.
I'll take one of your populate ones. Okay. Here's the rest of your hand. And then I'm entering that space.
Like I said, there's no more tiles.
Damn. Okay.
These are for if somebody terraforms
Then 1, 2, 3, 4.
or terra draws.
And that's gonna be it for me.
Yeah, because we're gonna do that now.
Do
Just
it
leave
right
it.
now.
I'm just saying. It's a
Okay.
rule.
Your go.
It's my go?
Terra
Yep.
draw right
Okay.
now.
You might use a terra draw right now because it is a push.
Oh, I got rid of all of my tarot ones.
Same.
I was like,
I literally only used one of them, and that was to move those spaces.
Yeah,
Just
well,
so I
I
didn't have to
had-
deal with that.
Lines
I
up.
used them to get rid of the
What
bombs
was your
because I had the
logic?
tarot
We'll talk
draw.
about it after he finishes his turn.
I had the tarot draw.
Same. I had 2 of those.
I was like, screw it, I'm just gonna use those for the mines.
Exactly. All the frickin' mines, all 4 of them right next to my base. 4 of them right there. 5.
Yep. 1, 2, 3.
All of the mines.
Okay. One, 2, 3, 4. And then I will discard a card, which that will help. Discard 1, 2, 3, and then 4.
Yes.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2. I will attack. And I will use my active to give me a +5, or give me a 5. Okay.
5 attack.
He gets +2 to
One
these
unit.
things.
That was 2, 3,
Not the other one.
and then I
Like, you
will
could
do
give him +2 to his movement if you wanted to.
Oh, I thought you said like plus
my
No,
speed.
total of 5.
Yeah. To give that one that I just moved +1, so that makes that 4, and that is my turn.
Okay. That's it for the game?
Yep, it's over. Alright, now you can ask your questions.
Yes,
Okay.
Terra draw.
Yep.
Why, what was your logic?
For getting rid of the Terra draws?
Why did you guys both get rid of your Terra draws?
I got rid of mine mainly because I already don't know what's gonna pop up, like how many other mines I'm gonna be getting whenever I get a new space. So I figured, why risk it? Why not just stick with what I have?
If I told you you could use the Terra Rotate or
Mm-hmm.
to do this, and then you could have attacked another one of his units, would you have done it?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. Because I saw you had one in your hand.
Yeah.
And then you use the Terra Swap to move forward and move units backwards. And then Terra Draw you use to push units. So if ally units are on here, they get pushed back into their base.
Okay.
And then that land changes out. So that
Or
would
enemy
any of
units goes
those
back
have
into their base.
influenced your decision on whether
Yeah,
or not
that
you would
makes-
use them?
Yeah, that makes more sense. I mean, it would have been more helpful if I was closer to his base. I might have used them, but considering where I'm at, there was no reason for me to use a Terra Draw with me being mostly in this side of the field.
Well, it would also, if you use Terra Draw right here, it would have pushed him over here.
Okay.
Yep. It moves you one tile back towards your base.
How about yourself?
Yeah, I primarily like, because I got the Terra draws like later in the game, so I was like, I'm just going to keep them for the mine since obviously the pattern of the game, I was seeing there was quite a few mines. I was like, I'm going to save these because then I can keep my units and keep moving them forward. But with my logic, I was like, I could use my energy for other things, like the counter attacks, counter cards, and then giving my creatures an additional stats to kind of help them survive.
So is the
Start
fear
using 5s.
of the mines
I started
and
using the 5s.
that you felt that the other cards were more effective
Yeah.
overall?
Yeah.
But do you still feel that way after knowing what you could do with those?
I mean, knowing that now,
Yeah.
I feel like it'd be more. I'd probably use them for other things, but there's still a 3-cost card, which is a bit much. I'd probably do same
Yeah.
what you did. Just if I run into a mine, keep the card just so I can burn it for my units.
Yeah.
What if you had 4 mana instead of 3? Would you then consider keeping it?
I'm
Yeah.
yeah. If I had more mana, I'd definitely consider keeping it because then at least I have 1 extra to boost in one of my units in
Yeah.
case something happens.
To your question earlier, there was energy in the corners, just nobody really goes there. So if they had decided to venture that way, they would have gotten more energy to their
No one likes
Are
the
they
corners.
always there? I would say then there should be some kind of token already on the board, and that I think that would incentivize people to explore those corners to see what they are.
We can try that next game.
Because that's one reason why they
You guys,
headed
let's
towards the
finish with
bases
that.
because they were on
Let's-
the
let's
field.
figure
Guys,
out.
let's finish with the
Yeah.
questions. So what was the most fun aspect of the game, do you think?
I think
We only got 2 kills.
2 kills.
kind of the unpredictability. So like a lot of it was like we weren't sure like what tiles we were going to get, so we kind of had to adjust our strategy. So like the reasons I didn't go farther was I was trying to avoid wasting a card on moving through other areas. But I think like the funnest part was like when you get the new area, you can adjust your strategy to better improve the game for either you or your opponent in some aspects.
Okay, just to point this out. So you won.
Okay.
If we do the normal way we normally do the winning, he won. If we do it with removing units from the equation, he won the same amount. Or actually more. Yeah, he won more. Yeah. But yeah, he still won either way. We were having an issue with whether or not.
School fish. Way to rub the salt in the wound, English.
Well, no. With the beast folk, we were weighing on whether or not we would count units for.
I see.
Yeah, and because if we removed units, then the beast folk didn't always win with their populated ability, but they did do pretty well.
What was Alex, what was your favorite part of the game? What was the most fun, actually, to you?
I gotta agree with him. The unpredictability of the tiles made it a lot more interesting, but also a lot more. There a lot more strategizing had to get involved.
Yeah.
So trying to figure out how to move myself towards the castle so I could take each of them
Mhm.
while using as few spaces as possible.
Since you both felt that way,
Yeah.
how would you feel about whenever you discover a tile, you draw the top three and pick one to give you a little bit more choice,
Yeah.
but it's also still random.
I'm okay with that. That actually, I feel like that'd work out.
Yeah, that would definitely, because then it gives us like, oh, we can see the top three and then we can decide like, oh, this one will help me the best, or like if none of them, which one is going to least benefit my opponent.
Yeah.
So I saw you guys I felt, at least, that you guys were more exploring the field than trying to attack each other.
Yeah.
What were the strategies that were going on in your head?
Look at it.
You want to go
Alex.
first, Alex?
I mean, my strategy was I was trying to get my people as close to his side of the camp as possible so I could try to take his base. That was my main strategy. When I learned the castles would give me extra points, I was, oh, fuck yeah. Then I started moving more towards the sides rather than just going straight for his base.
Yeah.
Did you have anything else to say?
No, that was my main strategy. And then after both the castles were taken, that's when I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna populate as much as I can and then kill everything.
Yeah. Yeah, and I was basing it off of like the same strategy. I wanted to get my units closer to his. But then I was also trying to spread out my units so I can attack from both ends. And I was just like, as more tiles were put on, I was trying to find the best possible route in order to make it there the quickest.
He was splitting up, I was going full mid. You
Yeah.
never go full mid.
I noticed you guys were eager to sacrifice your units
Mhm.
instead of giving up cards. What was your logic there?
When I hit all of these, I had a bunch of counter cards in my hand, so I was like, I might need these. So I was, I mean, I had several different counter cards in here. I was like, ooh, these might be useful for getting through whatever he's got planned. So
I see.
Yeah. Yeah, mine was the same logic. I was like, a few of like the twos, I was like, I could get rid of like the 2 mana ones, but like all the 1 mana ones were the ones I wanted to keep. So that's why until I got like the Terra draws where they were 3 themselves, that's why I was avoiding trying to get rid of those cards, because they, in my mind, they benefited me more keeping them than keeping units on the field.
I will say I did misunderstand the active, which is what I asked. I had to ask about, because I thought the active for the Triton was I had to spend my own mana after burning the active in order to take one of his cards. So that was one of the reasons why I didn't use the ability, because like crap, I don't want to use my mana or I don't want to use my active to get whatever he's got in his hand
We
and then
did
burn my
notice
mana.
that. We did notice that we weren't using your ability for a long time. challenge for playtests is we can't interfere.
Yeah, I understand.
We did realize, we're like, alright.
That is a recent change. It used to be you spend 3 mana to use that ability,
Mm-hmm.
which is why we implemented these ability trackers.
Yeah.
Because the fish folk would never use cards in their hand; they would just use their ability.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then, like you were saying, you were choosing to use cards rather than the ability.
Yeah.
So, do you guys have any questions? Anybody?
What did you hate the most?
Oh, that's an excellent question.
I feel like having to discard a card in order to move into a tile that you're not familiar with doesn't make sense. Like having this, like maybe it costs more to move into
Yeah.
those spaces versus, oh, I gotta figure out which of my counters I gotta get rid of in order to continue moving forward.
Yeah, I also agree with that. Like the discarding to get into a different, like a different terrain, would have actually changed like my playstyle, because with my active I can add a +2 to any of my stats. So I could have given myself a +2 movement if it costed me more movement to get into other locations. So that would have like been a benefit for like him, because then I wouldn't have the +2 to my attack or my +2 to my defense, because I would have wasted it on my movement.
I mean, it did start out that way, but even now we have like very little movement.
Mhm.
Like you only got like 3 movement.
Yeah.
So even just doubling the cost of them, we just sort of pivoted to this discard
Mhm.
scenario instead, and it seemed to work a little bit better.
Yeah.
How did you guys feel about it? The game in general, or do you have any other feedback? Since it seems like everybody's good with the
Like, I'm
questions.
curious. Damn it. Oh, thank God.
I mean, I
Thank God.
enjoyed it.
Damn it.
It definitely
Thank
felt
God.
like we
Thank
had
God.
to be on our
Damn it.
toes
Mhm.
a lot
Thank
of the
God.
time, because
Damn it.
like you see there was a lot of mines, like it was the unpredictability of like whether we're gonna have to
God
lose
damn.
a unit
There's always
or
good and bad on
Let
each
me-
So many mines.
Can I ask you this question? If you couldn't see where the caches or the mines are,
Mm-hmm.
how do you think that? How would that make you feel? Like you couldn't see any of these. And
Oh,
you
if
would
I
just-
couldn't see them, I would have kept going forward. The fact that there was all these blank ones, I know I flipped them over, but all the blank ones, and obviously seeing it now, I was trying to keep away from them as much as I could after I started running into all the mines, and so
Well, each tile has
Yeah.
1 victory point, 1 mine.
No, some
Yeah.
of them have 2 mines.
Well, that was the back row, which we got rid of.
Some.
No, there was one where he like it was back to back. They both blew up, wasn't
No,
it?
those
Oh,
were
that
two
was
different-
over
It
here.
would Still be
Yeah,
on
yeah,
the
that was
field.
these
It's
two
Oh,
right here.
okay.
still be
Yeah.
on the field. No, it's 1 mine, 1 victory point.
Understandable,
It's an
understandable.
even amount.
But if you couldn't see the mines and you passed one over, it blew up. You'd be okay with that?
oh yeah, I'd be okay with that, because then that's a terrain feature at that
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
We had a lot of feedback that they didn't
Yeah.
like that.
I'm just asking questions. There's just not, I'm not.
Yeah, mines are a pretty recent development. I even still feel they're pretty contentious. I mean, but being able to see them, it's not as bad.
Yeah, I think the only reason I didn't trigger a lot of my mines or the victory points on my side was because most of them were on terrain I didn't want to enter. Whereas like most of his were like on the trails, which we don't have to waste a card on. So my strategy was to move quickly.
Mind if we switch seats?
Can I ask this? If mines only spawned in the colored areas, would you go after them and then the roads would be safe?
If the roads were safe and going off the road was like a risk, it could be a mine or it could be something good, then yeah, absolutely.
Do you think you'd find yourself never going to get it?
So you're wasting a card to
Because you
possibly.
have to waste your card to go into that space.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
then if you hit a mine, you have to discard 3 more.
Well, up to
A
3.
cost of 3, which could be 3 cards.
Again, that would depend on if I have a bunch of counters in my hand. If I've got a bunch of counters in my hand, which I feel are going to be useful later, then yeah, I wouldn't do it because I don't want to risk it. But that's still on the whole, along the lines of the whole.
What about you? Would you be completely discouraged going after mines or going after stuff if they were all on the grass?
No, I mean, if it like we have to spend the cards, then yeah, it gets kind of irritating if like we're constantly hitting those mines and just wiping our whole hand. But like this whole time, like every time we would hit mines like normally, I was perfectly fine, like either sacrificing the unit or giving away the card if I didn't have any of those counters, like Alex said. Because I think what we were focused on, because of our play styles, is like we were focused on trying to one-up the other person. So we were trying to keep cards we viewed as valuable in our hand while trying to get more of them and getting rid of the ones we don't think we need. Which
Yeah.
was, I think, why we got rid of like the terrorists, because we didn't see the value in them.
But just to be clear,
Yeah,
like,
like
if it's like this,
Yeah.
right, and then you could have like rotated this,
Yeah.
and it's just a clear shot,
Yeah.
would you have gone after the victory point?
Yeah, I probably still would have,
Okay.
because
Just wanted to make sure.
There's always the chance that
Yeah.
you're going to get a victory point
Yeah.
versus running into a mine. So.
Okay.
because I think like you explained like, oh, those are going to keep the other person out of our base longer. So I was trying to go for those to keep him out of my base for as long as I could, while also trying to get into his base as quickly as possible.
Okay. You guys have any other thoughts?
Yeah. Do you find yourself regretting you didn't go through EOD training?
With all these mines,
Now
yes.
that you find yourself running into these mines? Do you find yourself regretting not going to the military to then go through EOD training and preparing for all these mines?
Who taught him words?
He's a wordsmith, don't you know?
No, he's
He
always
Googled it.
confused. Oh.
He googled it.
I mean,
What's the title of the job where you disarm mine?
I feel like there are a few moves I wish I could have done, but
Charlie.
I think just like understanding how your opponent plays kind of adjust it. Like if I was playing against someone else, I probably would have made different moves. But I know Alex, he's a very smart guy. He's very good at games like this, so I was trying to play as strategically as possible. So I think it depends on like who you're versing. So yeah.
So you'd say the interplay
Yeah.
between the other person really does matter in
Yep.
this game.
One thing that I think would help or make things interesting, maybe adding a card that lets you move or disarm a mine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because then, if I'm able to move them, I could move them, like moving them within the same tile. So I could move it here, and then he's got to find a way to get around that mine. Versus, they're just kind of stuck there the entire time after they're revealed.
No,
So it sounds like
you
a
can-
hazard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You can walk over these if you got that impression. Once they explode, they're dead. They're just there to let you know that you
Oh!
exploded them. Yeah.
I thought they were still active.
Yeah.
No,
I
they're
thought it was
not-
like a
they're
mine.
not still
I thought it was
active.
like a minefield.
They stay there to let you know that you set off a mine. Yeah.
In that case, then I'd say after they go off, just remove them afterwards, because there's no reason to keep them. Because I kept putting mine in these blue spaces because I was going around this mine thinking it was still active.
Yeah. I was doing the exact same thing. I was avoiding the mines we already found.
See, that's what I thought when I heard people were like, we need feedback for when the mines explode, and I was thinking like, if they only explode once and you just remove them, then you don't have to worry about walking them over again.
I mean, you
Now we
see
have
the
this-
tokens on the board.
if anything, well, I mean, the only good reason to keep them is if you you do explode them, then you know the other one is guaranteed a shield token.
I mean, but that.
But I mean, I was thinking the same way these guys were. I was like, why keep the mines on the board?
I could.
That's risk you take too. So you have to
Well-
remember.
Well, it's not. You don't have to remember if they don't re-explode.
I'm saying you have to remember if that one was a mine or not.
Well,
so.
regardless,
Yeah.
I mean,
it confused these guys thinking that like
Yeah.
there's
No, no, no.
still mines there.
I'm in agreement to get rid of them once they explode.
Yeah.
Solves the extra token problem.
Yeah.
Because it turns out that people just don't care about the mines
Just wanna
anymore.
go-
They're cool with
I just wanna go
exploding.
photos.
I thought that
Hey.
was gonna be
Hey,
no go.
get another earring on your ear.
You know one?
All right.
I want to get 2 more.
Yeah. Good.
Oh, question.
Mhm.
So the mines,
Why?
they
Do you want us to take you
they
to what
took
you
3
usually-
energy.
I was
So
defending
would
them.
does that mean they do 3
I'm gonna
damage?
defend you again.
No, they're just unit die. You don't have high
You're gonna
health
defend
totals.
them by telling me
No.
So your
something
unit
I
just
want.
dies.
Like, because I was gonna say if like it was like
If
the
it was
attacks
like-
was the 3, I could
Yeah.
add my +2 to make my defense 5, and
You
I
wanna
could just
test it?
run
Or
through mines.
use a defense
Well, we should take
token to block a mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That could be interesting. I mean, we were considering creating a sapper ability or just punching the mine straight up as a way of like
Get in line right
deactivating
behind
them.
with 8-year-old.
I don't know about attacking them straight up, but having some kind of card to test if something's a mine,
Yeah.
maybe.
Well, yeah, some people were saying detector cards, but like a sapper stat, like you literally had an attack stat that was separate that only dealt with mines and base shields.
Okay.
But we kind of just scrapped that as well. So.
I think an ability might, something that cost. If we had an ability that costs 3, would you use it? And it would tell you whether or not something's a mine.
If I had more than 3 energy, yes.
Yeah, I agree. I think because since that would be our max energy, that would leave us kind of like, oh, we can't play a card if Alex attacks me or not. I think like having like the guarantee like even 1 more energy.
So what about if it was 2?
Like,
Yeah.
You would use it.
Yeah.
So you guys didn't really like the Terra draws, right? And
No.
I believe they changed a little bit because it used to be like just destroy and replace it.
Yeah, I mean the destroy changed, but that was a while ago.
No, not the destroy, but like
The morph.
removing it and just taking the top card off.
No, it's supposed. Terra draw is supposed to be draw the top 3 cards,
and then
pick one,
Yeah.
and then pull, and then you push all units on it.
Yeah.
It's been that since we got rid of the kill.
Before it was 1-to-1. Like you couldn't see it, you just got rid of it and drew it.
Yes, give you.
I don't think that would have motivated them to use it.
I mean, no, that's not what I'm saying, but I'm trying to explain that
Yeah.
before
Yeah.
because it is a 3-cost card, and I think you guys don't like it because it's a 3-cost card. It doesn't do enough. Before it would like literally destroy everybody on that tile.
It's currently the only 3-cost card because I got rid of all the other 3-cost cards.
So is it worth it as a 3-cost card in like any situation that you could deem appropriate?
I mean, knowing now that it would allow me to move him further back or move or something like that, or if I'm closer to his base, then I could move his cards back onto his base and then put something more favorable to myself. Yeah, I feel like it's more worth it. But in the moment, I didn't think about that, and so just first glance, I was like, okay, this is just a card to burn in case I run into a mine.
Do you think that since it's a 3-cost card, it should do something a little more than it does right now? Or is it too situational currently? Like cost adjustment?
I mean,
or
I don't
maybe
think so.
Do something else?
I mean, it sounded like it made sense. It's just in playing the game.
They misunderstood the ability.
Yeah,
which is
we
why they haven't used it.
we didn't understand the abilities.
Well, I'm saying, is it too situational because it's a 3-cost then? Should it do something extra because it's a 3-cost? Or would you, or if push comes to shove, you would use it?
It sounds like to me, at any given time, they want the ability to at least play 2 different cards. That's what it sounds like to me. So
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's what they're mostly
Yeah.
getting at. So that's what I'm saying. It's a 3-cost card.
Yep.
Should it do something else to make up for the fact that you can't play another?
or should it be
a
cheaper?
Or should it be
Which is
cheaper?
what
Just
they're
want to ask one more question, then I'm gonna go get like soda or something.
That's fine.
You guys used, you were using a lot of your units. You were, especially you, were populating a bunch of your units and then sending them, actually both of you, were sending them to like explore or either blow up into mines. Was that your, it was actually pretty funny. Was that your strategy, part of your strategy, to just kind of like, you know, investigate them?
Not at first. I was just trying to like make my way forward closer to his base, but then I kept hitting all the mines, and so after a while I was okay. After a while, that kind of became my strategy, just throwing them at the things until I knew whether or not they were mines.
So the populate card was inexpensive enough to just kind of keep respawning your units? Or,
Well, it costs 2. Would you have wanted it to cost 3?
like, if the system was sustainable enough is what I'm trying to say.
It costing 2 made sense. I mean, adding 1 more to the number of units I had made sense for this situation. I don't really see why it would need to cost 3 unless it did something more like what you were saying. Because just adding 1 more unit to the field didn't seem like it would. It doesn't seem like it would need to be a 3-cost card.
Yeah. Cool, excellent, thank you.
Yep. And then for your question about it doing enough, I think for a 3-cost it makes sense. I don't think it needs to do anything more, and I don't think it really needs to be cheaper. I guess both of us misunderstood
Yeah.
how useful it could be in the moment.
Yeah.
Because if I had known that, I would have used it when he was over here, and then
Feel the same?
swapped that out for a water card and had him stuck
I
back
mean-
there somewhere.
I think it
Gotcha.
depends because like from what I understood from like what he was explaining of the beast folk and like seeing how he was using his fish folk, like there were more benefits for him to get more people because like he has the flanking abilities and all that, whereas mine I was like I don't need that many. I could just keep pushing forward with just the units I have instead of adding more. So I think that's why I used to populate less than him, but again, like we were using our units as like cannon fodder for the mines.
Yeah, these folk are absolutely broken right now, it's
Yeah.
actually kind of ridiculous. The dock is open if you guys wanna take, more notes. Or the dock is there.
Thank you for playing.
Of course. Alright, now I gotta go put a move.